How's it going today? Today we're going to talk about, I'm back making a video today. We're going to talk about Robinhood versus TD Ameritrade. We're going to get right into it. What brokerage firm to use, which one I like, why I recommend this one, why I didn't do this one, and all this and all that and all this and all that. But jumping right into it, first I started actually with E-Trade way back when. It was like in 2013 when I first started. I remember commissions. Actually, I think it started around maybe they're almost $20 or so per trade. So essentially, as you can tell, commissions used to be a big deal. Because I remember, that's why I didn't start trading until I actually had quite a bit of money because I just couldn't at the time when I started because you had to, you know, have a whole lot, quite a bit of money. Because hell, you got $1,000, a 20% gain. You would have to get a 2% gain just to cover commissions. So essentially, that's why I never traded way back in the day. That's why I started with almost as a value investor. But anyway, that I'm not going to talk about E-Trade. I never really liked E-Trade. E-Trade, I switched to TD Ameritrade. And actually, I wish Robinhood, to a point about Robinhood, I personally like Robinhood as a beginner. I wish Robinhood was around when I first got started. I didn't know about Robinhood until about 2000, late 2017 is when I first started hearing about it. This brokerage firm had zero commissions. I was like, yeah, right. What fees do they have? You know what I mean? So essentially, in 2018 is when I started, and I actually like it a lot. It's very simple. Robinhood is actually, I recommend it. I haven't tried them all. There's a lot of them, but I would 100% recommend Robinhood for a beginner because beginner. There's so much stuff. Because TD Ameritrade is actually slightly complicated. The platform's good, and that's why I actually switched, because you get the Thinkorswim platform, and you get it all on your app and everything. But the app, in my opinion, it's kind of confusing, and it's not very good. It's okay to place orders and sell and buy and stuff like that. But TD Ameritrade is a little more complicated, and I think you have to have a minimum. I know back when I started, I think it was a $5,000 minimum. Maybe they bumped it down because Robinhood is like the game changer in these brokerage firms. I think, and now that I think Team Ameritrade commissions is like $7 or something, $6.90, whatever. That's $7 basically. It's per trade. Well, per trade. So if you buy it, sell it, you pay about 14. It was like 13, $14. So essentially, I remember back a long time ago with E-Trade. Maybe E-Trade, I didn't really look it up what the commissions are. I don't really like E-Trade a whole lot. I never really liked it. I don't really like trading on my laptop. That's all the thing I don't like, and that's why I like about Robinhood's 100% on that app. I really like Robinhood, and I think TD Ameritrade is the second best for a beginner, that is. Now, if you're not a beginner, you're more advanced, and you know all this stuff, and you know your ins and outs, I would go TD Ameritrade, just because it has a little more better features. You do pay commissions, but if you have over $10,000, really, a $6 commission, what's that? If you're trading $10,000 or this or that, the $6, come on. It adds up if you trade a lot, but if your returns are $200, $300, $400, $700 or more per day, $6 ain't nothing. It's less than 1%, so it doesn't really matter. Robinhood is free. It's really easy, and I like the app. That's one thing I like about Robinhood, and that's why I recommended it. I'm gonna leave a link if you want to open a brokerage account. They actually get free stock. You get one, I get one. It's really good. That's how I did it. Might as well get free stock, right? It's free. And that's why I like Robinhood actually almost better than TD Ameritrade in some ways, because I'm simple. I like things simple. I don't use like my charts. I've seen people do all these charts and everything. It's very complicated. Maybe I can show you a picture of one of my charts that I look at. It's like maybe one or two lines and some EMA lines and some moving averages, but that's it. My charts are very simple. I do it very simple. I don't do all these things. I looked at some of these other people's charts. They got this line, this line, this line. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how you guys stay on the ball here? Jesus, you got so many trend lines and this and that and this and that. It's like, Jesus Christ, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I do make money with it. So essentially, maybe I'm doing it right. But anyway, that's all I got. The only this thing I don't like about TD Ameritrade. So my advice is, if you, let's say you have $1,000, definitely go Robinhood, because you get eat up on commissions on, even with $6. I mean, so why pay for it when you don't have to? But I mean, the charts on Robinhood, you actually can't write on them or anything like that. You can look at them, and the candlesticks are okay, but they ain't not as good as TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade, then you can put EMA line, moving averages, which helps a lot with trading. I mean, if you're a trader, TD Ameritrade is obviously, in my opinion, probably the best one out there, the best brokerage out there. I don't really know. E-Trade, I don't think E-Trade at the time when I was using it, I still actually have an account. I never closed any of my accounts, just because why would I? I just kind of leave it there. I don't think it has any charts, or maybe it added one eventually, but I never downloaded it. But I know TD Ameritrade has Thinkorswim, which I think is probably the best. And the other thing I like about a TD Ameritrade is a phone call. You can call them. And the other thing I like about TD Ameritrade is there's a lot of YouTube videos explaining how to use the system, how to use the Thinkorswim platform, which that's very helpful. That helped me, especially in the beginning. Hell, even today, I still look up YouTube videos, and I still learn probably something every day or so. So essentially, that's why I like. And now Robinhood, nobody really uses it. So well, a lot of people use it, but they don't have YouTube videos explaining the charts on. I mean, Robinhood. I mean, the charts are pretty bad. I mean, and it has options, which they have free options. That's a big thing. Which, because I think options are still like $15 per trade on TD Ameritrade, which I don't know why options are more for some reason. That always blew my mind why options are more. But anyway, that's the thing. That's why I like Robinhood. If you just have $1,000 and want to start buying stocks and selling stocks, but there's a limit on Robinhood. You can't buy, I think, 3 times a day, and then they cut it off. So essentially, that's the other thing with Robinhood. So essentially, leave a comment on the description of what you use. I always have opinions. I think Robinhood's slightly better than the TD Ameritrade, just because it's more simple. I wish I had Robinhood when I first started, versus like TD Ameritrade, especially E-Trade. It was I never liked the layout of them brokerages online. They were kind of hard and kind of confusing. The apps, I always trade on the apps anyway, so essentially I never really liked it. They're always slow, and I have kind of okay internet connection, but my phone internet is a lot better than my regular one. That's why I don't really like I never liked the platforms on the laptop or the computer. I never liked them. But I like the Robinhood because it's so simple. It's dumbed down to the simplest things. I mean, you just buy and sell stocks, and that's about it. There's no really, well, there's news, but this and that. And I don't really listen to the news anyway. So essentially, I just look at the charts and the numbers, and that's it. Obviously, if there's some news that's kind of big and related to the company, I go listen to it. But other than that, so anyway, hopefully this video helped you out. Hopefully it might have educated you a little bit. I think I only use TD Ameritrade and Robinhood now because I think they're the best. Robinhood's definitely for beginners. If you have 1,000, under 5,000, Robinhood. If you have more than that, then TD Ameritrade eventually. But if you have 10,000 now, I would just go TD Ameritrade because that's kind of like the platform you eventually want to get to because you get more advanced. I think you can buy bonds. I think you can buy ETFs. That TD Ameritrade makes. Then I think you can buy futures and swaps and all that because you can't do that on Robinhood at all. You can just buy options and then you can just buy and sell. And then you can only trade them 3 times a day. So, which kind of sucks because you buy, sell, that's 2, then you buy again. I've done that before, and then you kind of just stuck there and not be able to sell until and then sometimes it freezes it up. And I remember so essentially Robinhood is kind of a pain because it doesn't have any customer service though. So I mean, except blogs on the internet, which there's plenty of them, but it's kind of a pain. I had to restart the app one time because I didn't know, and it took me forever because it wouldn't actually sell or it wouldn't buy anything. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? I couldn't, there's no phone number to call, and you can't email them. So essentially, thank God I have forums and Reddit and stuff like that. But I really don't like, I mean, you're looking up how to make money on thing, and you're reading for a Reddit page. I mean, sometimes, with TD Ameritrade, you can call them their customer service. I've called them before, and they're pretty good. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. I like them both. Like I said, I can leave a link for the Robinhood. I think every single beginner that wants to get in the stock market don't know how. Robinhood's a lot easier than TD Ameritrade. It's a lot more simpler, easier, cheaper. So that's that. As starting out, Robinhood's a lot better. But as advanced, yeah, there's probably some that might be leaving a comment right now saying, you don't know what you're talking about. TD Ameritrade's a lot better. And it is a better platform for an advanced person. But anyway, that's all I got to say today. I hope this video helped in this war of these are the only ones I use anymore. Anyway, thank you.